Hello children, welcome back to your next English class. This is your Nupur ma'am speaking here, and I want to start today the fourth voice of Sinbad. As usual, you remember about the last part, means the third voice. Whenever Sinbad came from his means completed a third voice and came again to Baghdad, and finally he made another house and all and all. I hope you remember. So what happened on the next Hindbad, that poor man again came to the Sinbad's house at a dinner time. Okay, as usual the dinner was over, then Sinbad started to tell his fourth voyage. Okay, so when he started his fourth voyage, first he was telling about his traveling. So he traveled through a great part of Persia. Okay, it is in Iran, and on that moment he was buying and selling all, and they were traveling and enjoying those cool breeze. At last, after reaching the coast, he went abroad a ship to sell. Okay, but again there was waiting for him a giant look storm. Okay, again he faced a storm. There in this storm, the sails of his ship were torn into shreds, and many of passengers and sailors drowned. This time the storm was really very harmful for him and all. Okay, so after a hard trial, they reached to an island where they found some fruits and waters for freely. Okay, so on the next morning, when they set out to explore that island, it was the island was very beautiful, so they started to explore. But before they could go far off, they were caught by some black men who carried them to their own home, and they seemed like very kind and gave them some herbs for eating. But Sinbad was little bit sensible, so he didn't eat any piece of herb. But the others who were all with him, others were just little bit hungry also. So though they are hungry, so they ate, but Sinbad didn't. But Sinbad was also hungry, but he didn't. So what happened on that moment? Others, all of the people took those herbs. So after some moment, they were being fatty. They were being fatty. And then the black men, what happened? The black men killed them and ate them up. But as Sinbad didn't take any piece of herbs, so as it is with little food made him a lean and thin person. So as a result, what happened? The black men were not able to take any notice of his movements, and thus he got a chance to move from there, and without being caught, he just started to move here and there. Okay, so what happened one day, when after that day, what happened one day when everybody else except him and an old man were out, so he walked slowly till some distance away from the village without giving any notice to the crying of that old man. Okay, so after a while he just reached to another person, and he hurried on until night came, and on that moment he couldn't meet anyone for 7 days. On the 8th day, he had the good fortune, and he came in another place where he saw some men were gathering paper, which was plentiful on the island. That was an island also. When on the 8th day he reached on another place, that was also another island, and there the people were very kind-hearted, and all of them just heard his story, and they treated him such like a kind-hearted person, and took him to their own island and to their own king, and king gave him some clothes and bade his people take good care of him, bade his people. Okay, so he became a great favorite with all, and after that he was spending a life with them, and on that island he started he started a business there with the horses. Okay, and here you can see this portion, you will get what kind of business it was. I took it as a business, and many costly presents were given to me by those for whom I made saddles, and within no time I was a rich man. Okay, after that what happened, the king was very pleased with him, and king gave him a wife as a token of love. Okay, so initially he was very pleased enough to stay there, and but after some days he was also he was also crazy for his own land. He began to long for his own land, Baghdad. So therefore he waited for a chance from that place to escape, and on that moment Sinbad just learns about a peculiar custom of that land also. Okay, that on the death of one marriage partner, the other entombed to lie with his or her spouse, both in their finest clothes and most costly jewels. Okay, so what happened, suddenly he got a chance. What happened on that moment, his wife fell sick and died. Soon after, leaving Sinbad trapped in an underground cavern. As usual, it was a custom of that country. So, a communal tomb with a jug of water and 7 pieces of bread. Okay, so just as these meager supplies are almost exhausted, on that moment another couple, the husband dead and the wife was alive on that moment, are dropped into the cavern, and Sinbad bludgeons the wife to death and takes her rations also, means the bread and water with that woman also. Okay, such episodes continue and soon he has a sizable store of bread and water, as well as the gold and gems from the corpses, but he is still unable to escape him. So what happened, one morning he followed a strange sound and found himself on a seashore. The sound proved that it was a heavy breathing of some creature that had come into the cave to feed upon the dead bodies. Okay, so go to the next page. Here you can see. So on that moment he was sure of the way out of the cave. Okay, so after that he escaped himself by crawling back into his living tomb to fetch the precious stones and jewels and all. As I told you that he gathered all the rations and jewels and gems, all right. So suddenly what happened, he was finding some help to sell back. So he made several neat bundles of the items and then waited for some passing ship to pick him up. So on the third day a vessel sailed out from the harbor, and he shouted loudly and waving his turban, and luckily sailors noticed him, and a boat came from the ship and rowed him to it. And after that he told his own stories about his shipwreck, and luckily landed with a portion of his goods. So they somehow didn't take notice of his stupid story. So here you can see, I made another large fortune by sale of the articles brought from the cave. Whatever he brought from that cave, Okay, see, he just started here to sell of those articles, and at the length he reached at his home safely. As usual, he shared his fortune with poor and needy person, you know. So last, you can see here Sinbad wished his guest good night. As it was end of the story, his fourth voice was end, and inviting for all for dinner with him to the next day. And then he handed Hinbad the usual, as usual, the purse of 100 coins. Okay, so now the poor man once again went back happily. So this was your fourth voice. Okay, so I want to move to the next part, fifth voice. What happened? Once again, after staying happily at my home, I forgot all the ill happiness and of my past voices and longed for yet another. So he was waiting for his next voice, means fifth voice. So I had bought many costly items with me to trade and sent them to the port, where I was having my own ship being built. We all set out hoping to do good business. So now he started his fifth voice again. But as luck would have it, one day what happened? We landed on a desert island where we found a young rock just ready to break from its shell. My fellow merchants roasted it and ate it up. Just as my comrades had finished their meals, for I by no means wished to join in it. We saw the parent birds coming. Okay, they ate that young rock, and after that moment, the parent birds were coming. The captain, fearing the anger of the great creature, as that creature was very anger, right? So which looked like two large clouds floating in the sky, hurried us abroad and sailed away with all speed. After that, when the birds found out the situation, they swept down with a loud noise, took up two huge stones and flew after us. They came just over our vessel and dropped the stones. One of them fell on our ship, smashing it into pieces. You can understand, if a big stone will fall to your ship or to their ship, it will smash each and everything into pieces, right? Many of my fellow merchants died on that spot. On the spot, many of the fellow died. A few of us fell into the water and sank. When I came up to the surface, I caught hold of a plank with one of my hands and swam. Okay. In the morning, I saw a little old man making signs to me to carry him on my back over the brook. Taking pity on his age and condition, I did so. But when I would have pulled him down on the other side, we twisted his legs round my neck so tightly that I fell on the ground half choked. Even after seeing my condition, he made some signs for getting off, but opening his legs a little to let me breathe better, piercing his feet into my stomach, he ordered me what? To rise up and carry him. Here that old man, you can see. Okay, this is a picture, Sinbad carrying the old man on his back. Okay, so what he ordered? He ordered him to rise up and carry him. Carry him means that old person. Further, days and nights passed, but he showed no intention to get off until my good luck helped me and I got rid of him in the following way. Days are passing, nights are passing, but he was not ready to get off. So, coming to a spot, after that, they came to a spot where a few days before I had left the juice of some grapes in the calabash. I drank the juice which by the passing of time had become a very good wine. This gave me a fresh strength, and instead of dragging myself wearily along, I danced and sang merrily. The old man, seeing how light-hearted the wine had made me, signed me to give him some. When old man saw that Sinbad was light-hearted with the wine, and wine had mad him, so he also told to give him some. He took a deep drink and soon became so merry that he lost his hold on his shoulders. When I tossed him off and killed him with a big stone, then what happened? He tossed him off and killed him with big stone, lest he should make me his victim once more. Then what happened? Some sailors, whom I met shortly afterwards, their ship having put into the islands for water, said I was the first person they had ever known to escape from the old man of the sea. One of the new hands on board, taking pity on my condition, gave me a large bag and advised me to go to pick coconuts with some other merchants. Keeping close to the party, I reached the place where coconuts grew. The tree was so tall that I wondered how we would get the nuts. He was just thinking, the tree is very tall, so how can I get some nuts? So what happened after that? There were many monkeys on the branches of the trees. The men picking up some stones, threw them at the monkeys. The monkeys in return pelted us with coconuts. You can understand what happened? Sinbad, he just took some. Not only Sinbad, or whatever the people were there, they just picked up some stones and threw them at the monkeys. At the return, monkeys also threw some coconuts, throwing them down so quickly that soon our bags were loaded. And after that they took the nuts and loaded their bags with the nuts. Go to the next page. The same thing happened for quite a few days, until we had enough to fill the ship which had waited for us in the harbor. Then, bidding the friendly merchant goodbye, I went abroad and in due time reached Baghdad. I changed my coconuts for pearls and spices and grew rich. Giving Hindbad again, what happened? Giving Hindbad 100 sequins. Sinbad wished him goodbye, asking to return the next day to listen to the story of his sixth voyage. So I hope you have understood your fourth and fifth voyage of Sinbad. If you have any problem to understand anywhere, you can ask me in comment box. So till then, enjoy your videos and wait for the next video. Thank you so much.